Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is Monday, so that means it is Margarete Miller Monday and we are on week 12. I've done a tiny bit of prep beforehand, but not too much. So let's get our page out and we will start working on it. I'm not actually sure where I'm going to put the pocket on this one, so we shall see about that. So something with a spiral shape. I actually had this paper and it actually also asked for a piece of decorative paper, and then I've gone on with some gold embroidery thread, and as the paper's got spirals on it, I just also stitched some spirals. So something with a spiral shape, piece of decorative paper, a fragment of a recipe or a cookbook page. So this is from a vintage one and I really like the colours, so we're going to cut out one of these and use that on the page. A vehicle, I've got this little stamp that's actually from Finland. I really like that. Something fancy to wear. So I went through my vintage kind of knitting and stitching magazines, came across this. I mean, this is a very fancy dress, don't we think? I mean, look at the work in that. I wouldn't wear it, but I think it's rather spectacular. And bonus, some stars. So I have some gold foil from some chocolate, a little punch, and just here, lots of little gold stars. So my photo for today, if you don't know, last week on the 20th was the spring equinox, which is also Ostara, which is kind of the pagan celebration of spring. And I always celebrate that and get my children their eggs on those days. And I also got my egg. I wait every year for this egg. It is the chocolate egg. Let me give you the picture. The chocolate egg, the vegan one from Hotel Chocolat. And this year they have made the chocolate extra thick. I'm not kidding you. It's about that thick all the way around. It's made with a nut milk and it's got two of my all-time favorite things. And I'm just going to be honest here. I'm a little frustrated with Hotel Chocolat because two of my favorite chocolates are in this egg, but they don't sell them separately. So they sell a lot of these other things separately. Although not this one, I think, but definitely the rabbit, this, and the salt and caramel. They sell those separately as vegan chocolate. But my two favorite things are they do a peanut butter and jelly in here, and the only one they sell in store is vegetarian friendly, not vegan. And my other thing is their crunchy peanut butter bar. Oh my goodness, guys, it is so good. But they don't sell that separately. They just sell the plain nut milk, the vegan nut milk bars. They don't sell them, and it really frustrates me. And I talk to them all the time about this, and I may have written an email because it just frustrates me. They're my favorite chocolates, and I just think, if you can do it for the egg, surely it's cost effective to do it year round. Anyway, let's get started. So that was my egg. I'm very excited. I do love my I think I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape for this. I do love my vegan nut milk egg, and they have made it, like I said, chunkier. I didn't do too much for Ostara, just a few little things. Still not feeling 100%. I definitely wasn't on Ostara. And, you know, it's the official start of spring. So we can now actually say that it's springtime. Even though the weather is still trying to decide here whether it is or not. Some days it's beautifully warm and sunny. And some days you go outside and you think, hold up, is it November again? But that's kind of the way of the weather here. So, yeah, that was the egg I got. Although I also could have taken a photo because last week we popped to see our daughter. She was, those of you may remember, if you follow me all the time, that before we fell really ill, She was meant to be coming down that weekend that the end of that week that we all fell really ill and stay for several days. And obviously she couldn't because we were really ill. So now that we're still not feeling great, but we're not contagious, we went up to see her because she's getting married this year, and there was just a few things that we need to do. Plus, we just wanted to see her because we haven't for quite a while. Yeah, we just decided to go up for like part of the day and go and spend some time with her, which was such a joy. Okay, so I'm also going to bring in a little bit. I feel like there's going to be a lot of purple. I don't want too much purple. I'm going to bring in a little bit of blue. It's got some stars on it, but I don't think we're going to see most of it. Or we could bring in this pale purple. Again, I don't think we're going to see most of it. So it doesn't really matter, but also it just gives maybe a bit of extra interest. So we went and saw her, which was so nice to do. She lives in a lovely little village about an hour from us, and we went for a walk around the village as well. It was a bit cold that day, I have to admit, but we wrapped up and we went for a little walk to some of my favourite places. When I'm staying at hers cat sitting, I go walking most days, and so there's lots of places that I've found around her little village that she hasn't. So we just went for a walk, me, her and her dad. I feel like I might like to cut this lady out. What do we think? But then what's she leaning up against? Does it matter? No. So yes, we did that, and that was really lovely. Just to catch up with her, to see her, chat, do a bit of wedding chat too. You know, it was just really nice. So I could have taken a picture of that, but to be honest, we were just so in the moment of catching up and chatting and everything that I didn't. I'm going to cut across there. So I feel like she's going to be about here. I still want part of her to be leaning on this. Almost looks like she's leaning on the circle. Okay, let's trim part of this off. So that was really lovely. And then, yeah, I was able to take her Ostara eggs up. I didn't know when I was going to get them to her. So that was a bit of luck that we managed to do that. I'm wondering, really just wondering where I want to tuck this into. I'm wondering if I put this picture of the eggs kind of down here, maybe, or eggs, the egg down here. I was actually going to move it up a little bit. Could that go behind both of them? Or could we put it actually right behind here and put something on there? I think that's what I'm going to do this time. So what I'm going to do is, if you haven't seen me do this before, I'm going to glue around it. So I'm giving myself a border. Oh my gosh. I'm giving myself a bit of a border, which means it shouldn't get lost, but also it shouldn't stick to the glue. So that was really nice that we got to do that. And we took our son back as well, just before that. A couple of days before that, he's now back because he's obviously been poorly too, but he had to go back to university. So he's feeling better. He's like us. We're feeling better, but we're not quite there. I swear that every day I wake up with a slightly different symptom. actually yesterday I didn't really feel poorly at all, and I was like, oh my goodness, finally. And then no, it tricked me. Okay, so I think I'm going to glue this down now. So yes, that was really nice, and we've had Ostara and spring and all that good stuff. So yeah, you will be getting at some point soon. You may or may not remember, again, it depends how long you've been following me, that I did an Imbolc tag with Tiff over at Amethyst Raven. And we are doing an Ostara one because of illness and other things. That's just a little delayed, shall we say. Oh, kind of love the egg. Now I need to work out which one of these I want. I feel like these are really lovely. And then I kind of like... So I kind of like these. If you look at the pink, it's picking up the pink of her dress. I just want something that looks really sweet, you know, because you have a sweet treat at, sorry if you can hear that outside. It is the Rag and Bone Man coming to pick up any old iron, Let's cut this one out because it's right at the top. Bonbons, they look scrumadelicious. That's what they look. Don't know if you can hear that or not. It's crazy that he still does it. Drives around in his little van, calling out any old iron, any old scrap and iron. If you're from the UK, do you remember Steptoe and Sons? That's what it gives me the feels of. It's not every week. It used to be more regular, but yeah. So anyway, we had a quiet Ostara this week, but did get to see our daughter, so that was really nice. Kind of like those, but I also feel like there's not, that they don't stand out enough. Maybe they can look like they're under her hand. Maybe she's like, ooh, what do I want to eat? Maybe I want something brighter. Let's cut these ones out. I keep eyeing these ones up, but I don't know why. So yeah, I want to say we're getting there, but every time I think that, I wake up the next day and think, nope, I've been tricked. Not getting there at all. I do feel better each day, I think, but okay, I think I like those better. I think the brown and the pink kind of work with other things on the page. So I'm gonna glue this down. That's what I'm gonna do. So yes, quite Ostara, but we had other traveling to do. Like I said, we had to take our son home, and then we went and saw our daughter. So actually, it's probably the busiest week I have personally had in 3.5 weeks. So I found it quite tiring. But we also have the car. Where did the car stamp go? Ah, there it is. We've got to do the car too. I'm thinking of doing just the car over here too. And then, where's the one I liked? And then maybe putting this maybe here, and then the car down here maybe. Or do we want the car further up? And then these, could put that across there and the car there. I feel like I like it down there though. Or do I? That's what we've got to ask ourselves. Or do I? And we could have these ones, and we could put another plate of treats. Because the thing is, at Easter, or Ostara. And this time of year, I mean, there's just been Pancake Day here in the UK. And then like a little while later, you've got Ostara and all that kind of thing, and spring and whatever else, and whatever everyone celebrates. And a lot of it is about sweet treats and yummy things because winter is over. I've just realised that won't go there because of this, which then won't work very well. So I do it this way and then I cut that bit off. I can punch a hole in it. It's fine. I like it there. So that's what I want to do. So yes, it's the time for sweet treats and feeling better after the cold and miserable winter months. Which, let's face it. And yes, I know I've covered up most of this paper. But it is what it is. And it doesn't matter. And I also want to rip out the Hotel Chocolat egg thing, because this is obviously remembering Ostara. So I feel like it's kind of covering up a lot of that. It looks okay there though. I like it there. I know there's a lot down the bottom here. It is, I don't know. This is where my mind is today. So this is where we're going. We're just working with it. Now we need to put some stars on here. And I'm trying to work out, do I want stars on this paper in amongst? I think I do. I was thinking about them on the dress or the egg, but I think that's too busy. I think if they're on, there's actually mini stars already on this paper pattern, but I think this works really well. So anyway, if you celebrate Ostara, I hope you had a lovely one. You will be seeing that tag come hopefully soon. And yeah, I'm just so sorry that it's taken so long to sort of get everything sorted. But again, been very poorly. So these things can't be helped. Although I'm feeling like I want to make Beltane's one straight away so that it's done and over with and ready and on time. So anyway, but it will be coming soon. So if you enjoyed the Imbolc tag and the swap that Tiff and I are doing, then please wait patiently for the Ostara one to come. Oh, love the little gold stars with the gold thread. Almost feel like this is almost too cluttered, but I feel like I can do something about that. Okay, so we've done that, and to be honest, let's have a look. We've done something with a spiral shape, piece of decorative paper, fragment from a recipe or cookbook page, a vehicle, something fancy to wear, and stars. So we've done everything. So what I need now is one of these words. Now, this is the Tim Holtz Small Talk Occasions. I don't know if he makes these anymore. And it's TH93245. I love these because it goes from kind of the start of the year all the way through to Christmas. And it actually has some kind of Easter themed. So there's no such thing as too much candy. Hopping down the bunny trail. Here comes Peter Cottontail. Call your peeps. No, Topaz. Mummy's working. Scoozy. Scoozy. There's a good girl. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get my beautiful old cat off the table because, you know. What did I see? There's no such thing as too much candy. There is, guys. My partner would disagree. He has the biggest sweet tooth that I think I've ever seen anyone have in my life. Like, no one has the kind of sweet tooth he does. And it's quite funny, actually, because any friends and family that go abroad, they always bring him back something from wherever usually they've gone to, especially if it's something different. It's very funny. But yes, he loves sweet things. There is no such thing as too much candy. And do you know what? I think that's it. I think that's today's one. I'm not sure if I like it. I actually really like the gold texture on it. I like that. I'm going to trim this a little bit. And then what we're going to do, first of all, I'm going to check what's on the other side. What is on the other side? What colours? Ah, a lot of green. Okay, right, well, is there some pink? There is a little bit of pink, because I have this that's left over from the magazine, and I'm just thinking about making a tab from it for the actual prompts. Get your words out, Belle, honestly. Okay, we're going to do that, and then we're going to make this into, first of all, I'm going to fold it in half, and it can be our tab, and it will work on both sides because it will pick up the colours. So let me just glue this on here and glue this on this side. And then we can put it on like so. That doesn't look completely straight. There we go. Right, so we can glue it like that. I need to glue more now here. Oh, can I just tell you guys as well, I think in one of last week's videos, maybe Saturday's that went up, I was talking about being able to get hold of 3 of the Tim Holtz pads that came out of the vault. Well, the next 3 came in. Somehow I must have missed them. I don't know how, because I checked repeatedly, but I think people realised how quickly the others sold out. So I'm not kidding you guys. I went on, sorry, I'm just grabbing my corner rounder. I went on to have a quick look. I missed out on the other tab, not just the 12x12s, all the 8x8s were gone. And it had said, even with the ones that I had brought, even with those, it had said, notify me. So I thought, oh, they're going to get some more in. So don't panic, Belle, because, you know, they're going to get some more in. Just put your thing back in. No, all gone. No notifying, no nothing. There is one 12x12 pad left. Did I do too big on there? There is one 12x12 pad left. It is the abandoned, or there was last time I checked, the abandoned one. Other than that, everything else is sold out. What am I trying to put it in the bottom for? Sold out, and not even a notify thing. So I'm guessing they can't get a hold of any more stock. When I tell you, I am devastated. I know there's bigger things in the world, but just on a crafting note, see, that works on that side because of the pink here. Do you see that? I really like that. When I tell you how sad I am about that, I mean, I can't even, I'm just so sad. I wonder if I want to put a little star on there. No, I don't. I like it as is. Yeah, so that's it. Out of the 6 pads that were released over here, out of the 6 pads that were released, I got 3, which is brilliant because, you know, I'm still lucky with that. But one of them was one of my favourites, the abandoned pad. But I didn't get one of my all-time favourite ones, which had been brought out. It's gone. And I'm just so sad, guys. But I'm trying to remember. I got 3. Anyway, this is today's make. What do we think? We've got the spiral, the paper, the stars, something fancy, transport, and something from a cookbook. We've got our little tab in here, our little thing. So yeah, that is this week's one. Very purple and pink. Oh, let's put it in the right way, shall we, guys? But the last few have had a lot of green colours in them, so it was fun to do something a bit different. And since doing some decluttering through my paper and stuff, I have a whole box just full of all my scrapbook paper scraps. And I've been working my way through them. So that's where I found all the paper from today's one, which I'm really happy about because then that gets used to. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, comment and share. I deeply appreciate it. I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of sweet treats, if you like them, and crafty fun. Bye for now.